A common purpose which I think united all of our co-founders was to try and fix some of the gaps in the school system. I think it's like a sort of tragic waste that so many like brilliant minds are either held back or left behind. And whether you want to help empower parents who can see their child struggling, school leaders who can see that they've got kids in their class who could go further, or kids who need to catch up, or you think about the university students, some of them at top universities studying like experts in their field, but they're taking bar jobs or stacking shelves at Sainsbury's when they could be like helping the next generation catch up or move further ahead.
I was really looking for a way to help my friends at university subsidise their own studies, and the jobs at the time were really kind of boring and inflexible, so hospitality and retail jobs. And so I was really looking for something a bit more rewarding, and I started exploring tutoring, and it was this incredible unfair advantage for students who have families who can afford tutoring. The more I dug into it, the more I realised that there's a real problem giving access, wider access for students from families who can't afford tutoring, and the idea for MyTutor was born out of that.
If I think about my own childhood, whilst my parents are wonderful and gave me absolutely everything they had, I would be considered a pupil premium kid, and I remember that I really struggled in science, but we weren't able to get a tutor, we weren't able to afford a tutor, and I think about what we're able to offer here and offer children like me the chance to get that tuition where they may not be able to afford it themselves. So I think what we do here is really important, because it's really hard as a child to feel like you're behind but you don't have the right resources to catch up. It can be really demotivating, so feel really closely linked to the mission.
One of my favourite things to do, and I probably spend too much time procrastinating doing it, although it does kind of count as work, is going on to read reviews on Trustpilot from parents who just say, I mean, you get quite emotional reading them really, because they'll say they've completely transformed my daughter's approach to science, and you know, she had no confidence before, she wasn't enjoying it, she didn't look forward to the lessons, and now her approach has been transformed and she's so much happier. And obviously they get better grades as well, but it's almost the emotional side that matters as much. There's kind of almost instant gratification after a couple of lessons. You can see the impact that our work has, and yeah, not to mention the kind of long-term impact that we should have to support children to achieve their aims. It's much more instant than stuff that I've done before.
So when I first heard about MyTutor, I wasn't aware of the work that we're doing for children from disadvantaged backgrounds. I thought we were purely a tutoring company that gave, you know, private tutoring, and I think that's the thing that really kind of got me. You know, there's a huge gap now in the market where lots of children are kind of falling behind, and tuition in its older form was only for people that could afford it. And I think what we're trying to do here is close that gap so that actually everyone's getting that same sort of level playing field, and I think that's the thing that really resonates with me.